Hey guys, Arm&Gun here tonight with another gear review. Today, looking at the Regulator muzzle, adjustable muzzle device by Matador Arms Corp. So they got some really cool stuff out. One of their new things being this this interesting regulating muzzle brake that's click adjustable, has like 80 different increments, and you can tame how much of that port open you want to do. So we're gonna do a fun video today. We're gonna take this out. We're gonna measure the various recoil, saving effects based on how open or how closed this thing is. So let's jump out there. Let's do it. First of all, though, I'm going to show you how I got this thing on here, just real quick. It's really simple, but it is a little bit different than your average muzzle brake. So, anyways, let's jump into it. Regulator comes with a shim kit, crush washer, some good stuff, and a set of instructions to do it. So pretty simple. Let's get it on the Marlin and get her outside. All right, so I think I have this thing pretty much all the way unscrewed. So when you unscrew it all the way, this top piece comes off, this ratcheting component, right? Then you can see this is what else is going on inside here. So you get this top sleeve part with the ports cut in it. This is kind of the outer sleeve. And this is your inner, I guess, fixed muzzle brake. You could just have this on its own and a spring. So that's the part that goes on the muzzle, threads on. Then you got those brake ports there and the threaded exterior. So honestly, really neat little system. All right, so you guys can see I've got mine on here now. Got it tightened down, got it nicely integrated so that the muzzle ports are all perfectly lined, 12 o'clock position. I used the included crush washer and shims to just get that nicely aligned. And you do need to disassemble the muzzle brake in order to get it on there. Use the base component, the base of it. That's got flats on it there, so you guys can get it nice and snugged up. And then you'll notice the sleeve. That's also important because the sleeve has corresponding cuts inside. You can kind of see, you can kind of see those flats in there. And those correspond with the ones on here. So once they go on, that locks it together. So that's how you won't have this thing, traveling and spinning when you're tightening it down. So kind of a neat little feature, and you just want to make sure that you time this properly when you put it on. So to do that, just toss on your spring, and then make sure that these verticals are aligned with the verticals on the base. Pop that on, and then with two hands, depress this and get this threaded back on. And that's it. All right, guys, so we got the Marlin 336 out here. Definitely a good time. Really digging this thing. I haven't shot this yet, though, but this will be the first time shooting this gun. We got, the Regulator, so we're going to see how this thing works, and we're going to do fully open and then fully closed, and then we're going to open it back up again in 10 click increments, because this thing has like 80 clicks, I think something like 80 clicks between fully closed and fully open, roughly. So we'll get to see that, pretty sweet, and see the kind of effects that tuning this muzzle brake has on the, what you guys can perceive as a visible recoil. So let's give that a go. And one of the cool features, you can make rapid adjustments with this thing. You don't have to sit here and click all the time. You can pull the collar back, so again, it's under spring tension, and then make a gross adjustment, whether you want to be fully closed or, fully open. That's kind of neat. I kind of like that. So anyways, without further ado, let's jump into this. All right, one other quick thing here. I'm just going to use these foam shooting blocks as kind of like a way of, indexing my camera all the time on the same spot. So foam action sports, kind of nice little shooting rest. So let's get this dialed in and then start shooting. All right, guys, so far we've taken a few shots. We've done it, fully open, then fully closed. We've opened it up by 15 clicks each time. Now we're fully open again, and I'm gonna put a piece of toilet, or a roll of toilet paper right beside the muzzle brake on the opposite side, so you guys can kind of get an idea for just what goes on when this muzzle brake goes off. And then we'll do one more shot with the gun fully closed, the muzzle brake fully closed. And just to see that difference. For me, I'm noticing a pretty substantial difference when this thing is open versus closed. So pretty cool stuff. Let's finish this off. Wow, okay, I hope that looked kind of cool in slow-mo. That was that did more damage than I was expecting, just to have it sitting right beside it. So I've gone over and turned the other cheek of this thing. We'll take a look at the toilet paper roll afterwards. But we turned it around, and I'm going to set it here, and we're going to see what it does when this thing is fully closed. It should do basically nothing, unless the blast outside here kicks it around a bit, but we'll be able to see. So. All right, guys, there you have it. That was the test for today. Man, we made a bit of a mess here. I'm gonna have to clean this up. That's just from that muzzle blast. I've got toilet paper, TP shrapnel, like literally all over the place. So first shot, you can see basically it did nothing. Basically did nothing. A little bit of a blast that came out of the end of the muzzle there. Looks like it, did a little bit on here, but basically nothing. You see this thing barely even moved. However, when we had the muzzle brake, it shredded a ton of paper and even collapsed the entire roll. Crazy, just from this thing standing adjacent to a muzzle brake. So pretty cool. Might have to test this on some other stuff. This thing here today, this is again a Marlin Dark 336. So we're shooting 30-30 here. That's these guys. Now a 308 would put, I think, quite a bit more power into that thing. I'm thinking like my XCR-M mic with a 9.5-inch barrel. That thing would be a heathen with this brake on there fully wide open. So might have to do some more tests. I might do a part 2 or just a muzzle brakes in general versus things. But nonetheless, pretty fun little gizmo. And again, I really do like this thing. It's pretty cool. Big thanks to Matador Arms that sent this out. It was a lot of fun. And again, guys, that's the video. I'm actually really digging this Marlin. This was really nice to shoot. And with the muzzle brake on there, oh, really tames this. I'm shooting some core lock. This is hunting soft. Cool, so. Anyways, that's the show for tonight. Thanks a ton, guys. If you guys like the kind of content I do, please consider supporting on Patreon. Definitely appreciate that. Otherwise, like, subscribe, share, do all the things. They all really help me out, and I'll be here with a lot more cool stuff going forward. Actually, taking a look up here, the shooting rest, man, we got some little bit of a melting going on there from some of the heat coming out of that muzzle blast. Also pretty cool. So thanks Foam Action Sports for sending me a few of these. That's it.